Three women who are changing our idea of human strength and endurance. We are learning the searing details of what they endured in that Cleveland house for 10 years. But tonight we're also seeing their joy in life and homecoming to families who prayed for this day. And this picture says it all. Gina De Jesus hiding her face but flashing a thumbs up as she rushes forward into the arms of loved ones. ABC's David Muir has the details of the horror they once lived and the heaven it is to come home tonight. David.
What a difference, Diane. And I can tell you, first thing in the morning inside this courthouse, Ariel Castro will be charged with several counts of kidnapping and rape. And we have just learned before we came on the air tonight that his two brothers being held in this case will not be charged. And you mentioned those homecomings. This community needed them today. Given the dark details, we also learned about what happened inside that house. And we warn everyone tonight, it is difficult to hear. It was an extraordinary moment. One of the original missing posters with Amanda Berry's face hanging out front, and the new homemade poster that read, "Wish it, dream it." Today, after wishing for this for years, a community welcomed her home. As you can see, this is the moment that this community has been waiting for 10 years. Amanda Berry coming home. Inside that van, Amanda Berry and her 6-year-old daughter holding onto a stuffed animal, her young face protected, shielded from everyone by those darkened windows. Then the 6-year-old is carried into the house. Her sister Beth emerging, her eyes filling with tears, overwhelmed by the applause from neighbors lining the street. Her sister, difficult to hear, but thanking the community.
We are so happy to have Amanda and her daughter home. I want to thank the public and the media for their support and encouragement over the years.
And not far from here, Gina De Jesus, abducted at 14, walking home from middle school. Today, 24, and emerging from this van, giving that thumbs up. The crowd cheering her on. "Welcome home, Gina," the signs read. Her mother, Nancy, and father, Felix.
I want to thank everybody that believed, even when I said she was alive, and believed.
I knew my daughter was out there alive.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
I knew she needed me, and I never gave up. Never gave up searching for her.
The spirit of these homecomings so desperately needed, given the darkness of what we've learned about what they endured in captivity. ABC News has learned the three women were often locked up in separate holding spaces. First the basement, then upstairs. Not together in the same room, but they knew of the other women in the house. Chains and locks have been recovered from the home. Police believe the three women were sexually assaulted repeatedly over the decade. The women told police they left the home only twice, and that was to go to the garage in disguise. In all that time, they never left the property. And this week, they said, was their first opportunity to escape.
The only opportunity after interviewing the young ladies to escape was the other day when Amanda escaped. They don't believe that they've been outside of the home for the last 10 years.
And tonight, ABC station WEWS has learned from a law enforcement source that inside the home, the oldest victim, Michelle Knight, said she was pregnant 5 times, telling police that Ariel Castro punched her stomach repeatedly every time so she would lose the babies, and that Amanda Berry gave birth in a small inflatable pool inside the house, and that it was Michelle who helped deliver the baby, who is now 6.
Hello?
Amanda.
Overnight, Amanda Berry calling her grandmother in Tennessee, Grandma Fern, who asked about that new great-granddaughter.
I'm glad to have you back. Oh, I thought you were gone.
Nope, I'm here.
The little girl is your baby.
Yeah, she's my daughter. On Christmas.
And tonight, in a one-on-one interview with Cleveland's police chief, he revealed to us that the only person to ever leave that home with Ariel Castro was that little girl. And about that little girl, 6 years old, did she ever leave the house?
She did leave the house. You know, I have information that she did leave the house occasionally with the suspect.
That is the first time the police chief has revealed that fact, that Ariel Castro would leave that home, leaving all of those victims behind. They never left that property, Diane, during the 10 years, but he did leave the home with that 6-year-old girl on a number of occasions, taking her out in public, Diane.
It is just staggering to hear this, David. But what about the reports, the rumors we had heard there might have been a 4th young woman at some point?
Yeah, there's a lot of talk here in Cleveland about Ashley Summers. She's been missing since 2007. Police have been in contact with her family, and they are investigating, with the police chief telling me, Diane, just before we came on the air tonight, that he does not believe that there is any connection to this case, but he made it very clear that Ashley Summers' case is still open tonight, Diane.